What's up, guys? Second video of the day. First one, little Craig was on my lap. She fell asleep like mid-video, so I put her down for a nap. Mr. Dude 206, I'd like to draw your attention to the TV. No Gallop Racer. I've put it away. I'm trying to kick my addiction to the ponies. I gotta pick up this video, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Didn't plan on getting much, but I had a visitor. It was awesome. Me and my brother, we have like the same circle of friends. You know, his friends have become my friends and vice versa. Well, his best friend, they've been best friends for like 20 plus years, came up to visit me. The first friend I've had from my old city that came up to visit, so that was really cool. He came bearing gifts, and one thing that was just kind of hilarious that I'm going to show first, he watches my videos, but he said he doesn't have a Google account or something, so he can't comment. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's been so long since I made my Crack Lotus video, or Crack Lotus channel, that I like didn't realize that you had to like jump through extra hoops to like leave comments or whatever, because I've just been using, you know, this one account for like ever, since 2011 I think or something. But he watches my videos and he saw when I was bitching about this game being missing, and that is Silent Hill Origins. Turns out he took it and borrowed it and didn't tell me, and he planned to return it before I moved, but he forgot to bring it back, even though he helped me move. But either way, happy to get it back. I just told him in the future, you know, if you want to borrow a PSP game, let me know in advance so I can recommend you one that's better than Silent Hill Origins for the PSP. So either way, happy to get it back. Also, he sold his PS3. He had some PS3 games. He moved on to PCs. PC guy now. But he's, you know, before he came up, he sent me a list of games. He's like, "Do you need any of these to replace the ones that were stolen?" A few I did. I was able to get Dark Souls. What the fuck? Prepare to Die Edition, the European release. That was fucking awesome. I'm so happy to have that back. And a few others. I'm not really going to talk about that too much because it's just replacing stuff. It's not really anything new. But a pair of games that I didn't have previously that he gave me that I was pretty excited to get are the Record of Argus War games for the PS3. So I have 0 and 2. One didn't come out on PS3 in North America. I think it came out on PS3 in Europe, but not North America. So it came out on 360 though. So he gave me these. He said that, you know, even if you wanted to sell these, they'd just be worth a couple bucks anyway. So he was happy to give them to me, and I was happy to have them because I love Access and Compile Heart and Idea Factory, everybody that's tied to these games. So don't know when I'll get to these because I'm really not in the mood for like a really long strategy RPG right now, especially after Tears of TR. That game is just massive. But eventually, you know, I'll check them out. I hope. I hope I get to play them at some point, but they're not a priority, but really happy to have them nonetheless, so thank you, Blood. And then he came up on Monday of last week, stayed for a few days, but when he got here on Monday, he said, "You know what?" I asked him what he wanted to do, and he said, "You know what I want to do? I want to go to GameStop at midnight and get Fallout 4 for the PlayStation 4. And I was like, "I thought you had a PC now." He's like, "I do, but you have a PlayStation 4. And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not trying to spend money on the vanilla version. You know, money's tight." And he said, "I didn't ask you to buy it." I said, "I want to buy it." So he fucking hooked it up, man. We went down to GameStop at midnight. We picked up Fallout 4. We got there at like 5 to midnight. Some of these fucking nerds had been there since like 9 p.m. That's when the line started. Fuck that. There's over 100 people there. It smelled like a bag of fucking dicks in there. It was awful. We basically just walked in and walked out. I can't believe people were lined up since 9 o'clock. And of course he was like flirting with the cashier and got her number. I'm like, damn, how do you do it, man? Like, how the fuck do you do it? But anyway, we came home. We installed it on the PS4. It took like 45 minutes. Then we did the character creation. If I made the character, it'd probably be considered racist because of the defining facial features he chose to put on the character. But since he's black, I don't think it makes it racist. I think it just makes it ridiculous. But we didn't spend too much time on character creation. Created the character. We jumped in and we played till like 4 in the morning, and he stayed till Wednesday, and over the next couple days we played, you know, maybe like 14, 15 hours total, and it was awesome. Really, really enjoyed it. Right off the rip, he dumped 10 skill points into luck. I was like, are you fucking crazy? You put like 10 into luck, some into perception, and then the rest into strength. And I was like, that's crazy, that's never going to work. And it's been working great. And right now, that character is at level 16. He said, you know, when I leave, you can make a new character or whatever, but I'm just going to roll with that character. We didn't just do that. Like, we went out to eat, we took a little crack to the park, we wanted to go to the mall, so we did some other stuff, but we spent a lot of time playing Fallout. Absolutely loved it. Reminded me of being kids when a new game comes out and you're all excited, staying up late with your friends. It was a blast. It was really cool to have visitors, so that was a lot of fun. And when he left, I said, don't forget your game, because he was packing up in the living room by like where the console is, and he's like, I can keep it. He's like, play the shit out of it, and then trade it in while it's still worth something, and put the money towards the Game of the Year edition, because I told him that's why I didn't want to get it, because there's inevitable Game of the Year edition. So here it is. I'm probably not going to trade it in, because, you know, I consider this a gift, so, you know, sentimental value, I'll probably just end up keeping it. But yeah, really having a blast with this. Like I said, I think I'm at level, well, when he was here, we were at, like, level 9, I think is where we left off. Now I'm at level 16. So yeah, having a blast, man. Really, really enjoying it, especially for a game I didn't plan on picking up this year. Huge surprise. Really, really pleased with this. Not going to talk too much about it, though. And when we went to pick that up, I said, you know what, man, I feel bad, but I have a pre-order, so I'm going to pick that up while we're here. And he's like, I don't fucking care. So that is Rodea. Haven't even tried this game yet, because all I'm playing is Fallout. It's really weird, because I didn't plan on getting Fallout at all. I thought I'd be like balls deep in Rodea by this point, and I haven't even taken it out of the shrink wrap, so I feel kind of bad. But yeah, I'm going to have to put this on the back burner, because we've been playing Fallout, and it's been fucking awesome. So did pick up my pre-order. It was all paid off and everything, but have yet to play it. Which I think is funny, because in my last video I'm pretty sure I said I wasn't going to get Fallout because I was going to be playing Rodea, but unforeseen circumstances. So yeah, thanks again for coming up, bro. It was awesome to have you. Of course, you know, you're welcome anytime. Moving on, I had a $10 coupon for GameStop and a $5 coupon for GameStop. So I went to GameStop to see if there was anything I could find. I was looking for DS games. There's one store near me that has a DS game still in the cases, so I went there first. They didn't really have anything. And then I went to another place, and I was looking around, didn't really see anything there either. But then I was going through the PS3 games, and I found something really weird. Well, no, let me paraphrase. I went to another store because I did the app search, and there was a DS game there that I really, really wanted. But I was looking around, and I saw an anomaly in the PS3 section. A game I didn't even know got a physical release. I played it on PS Plus and loved it. So when I saw it there, I was like, what the fuck is this doing here? And I don't think it ever came through GameStop as like a new game or anything. I think somebody must have bought it off Amazon and traded it in or something. It was really cheap, so I did some looking it up, because I knew it came out in Europe, but I didn't think it got a North American release. And I was like, is it the PAL version? But it was definitely a North American version, and it did come out on PS4 and PS3. So then I hit the app. I was like, well, maybe somewhere they have a used PS4 version, because that would be better. It didn't even like come up on the app, so I don't know how the fuck this got into GameStop or whatever, but it is Tesla Grad. And yeah, really cool. I still got the receipt in here or whatever, but I don't know if it came with a manual or not, because of course this was used, but there was no manual. But I was really happy to pick this game up. Awesome platformer. It uses, you know, like magnetism and stuff, if you couldn't tell by the title. I generally don't like a lot of platformers, but this one is really good. I started playing it when it came out on PS Plus, but I ultimately deleted it to make room, and I'm thrilled to find a physical copy, especially since I didn't even know it existed. And it's a gorgeous game. It actually has a decent story for not really telling a story the conventional way. You get the story just by playing the game. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. And I looked it up on Amazon. You can get it brand new for PS3 or PS4 for $19.99, which is a pretty good deal. Or you can get it used at GameStop for a lot cheaper, like $15. So I used the $10 coupon on that. And the reason I went to GameStop was for for $1 and change, I found Hoshigami Ruining Blue Earth Remix. I had this on PS1. I got it in a trade with Fox. But I'd much rather play it on the DS, so I was happy to pick that up. And it was published by Access, and for like $1 and change, that was a no-brainer, even without the case. Whatever. Maybe I'll find a case down the road. Custom Robo. This one I picked up for my brother. I know he is a fan. He loves the GameCube Custom Robo game. I'd never seen this before, and I was pretty certain he didn't have it. So hopefully I'll be able to find a case before he gets out so that I can complete that for him and give it to him when I see him. But the game that I went to GameStop to get, that I found on the app, was a game I've been looking for forever. CGR Undertow did a review of it. Sparked my interest, been looking for it for years. Hard game to find, and I don't even care that it's not complete because GameStop sells it for $4.99. That's a steal. And that is Black Sigil, Blade of the Exiled. So this is like a throwback to like the 8 and 16-bit era of RPGs. It kind of reminds me of like Chrono Trigger in its style. I'm sure the story is nothing like Chrono Trigger. But I don't know a ton about it because I didn't want it to be spoiled for me. I just knew that I was very interested in it and wanted to play it. It's a shame I couldn't find a complete copy, but maybe one day I'll come across a case and a manual for that. Really happy to get it nonetheless. I'll probably play this when I finish playing Avalon Code. So those are the games I got, and I asked the cashier if they had any swag, any pre-order bonuses that I could have. Because if you ask them, sometimes they'll just give you stuff, sometimes they won't. It depends on the person working. And I made out pretty good. Gave me a Witcher. I'm not sure what. Maybe this was for the expansion or something, a pre-order bonus. I'm not sure what this was for. I don't think it was for the original game. Maybe it was. I'm not positive because I didn't pre-order the game. But really nice steelbook here. It's got great artwork on the front. I really like the back. So I thought that was really cool. Really happy to get that. Nothing on the spine though, which I thought was weird. But really cool steelbook nonetheless. And there's a spot in here for 2 discs. So maybe it's for like The Witcher and the expansion. I don't know. And then he gave me some pins. I will admit, I'm not really crazy about a couple of the pins. And I think I even already have this, or I might have given it away to somebody already. I'm not sure. Black Ops 3 pin. Whoop-de-doo. Destiny pin. Whoop-de-doo. Not really crazy about that either. This one I thought was cool, and a Yokai Watch pin, which is a game I'm actually interested in trying out when it goes down in price. So yeah, that's the free swag I got at GameStop. And lastly, I think I mentioned that I sold off pretty much all my extra stuff, all my extra consoles, N64 consoles, controllers, all the extra shit. I traded it into a local store. Got a big lump of credit sitting down there. I go in kind of frequently to see if anything new comes in, to use up some of that credit, and I found a few things over the past week that I was really, really excited to find. This, they had new, and I've been kind of oogling it, like, for the past couple weeks, but they wanted $15 for it, which was too much. So finally, I just asked him, I said, listen, Amazon sells this for $5. You have it marked at 15. Can you do better? And he's like, yeah, I'll sell it to you for 4. And I was like, awesome. And that is Barnyard Blast, Swine of the Night. And if you've never heard of this game, this is actually a really funny take on Symphony of the Night. Very similar play mechanics. It's basically just Symphony of the Night, but reskinned as a pig. Super fucking hard. I've only made it to the 3rd level. Might be a little bit too hard, but it's really hilarious, and it has great music, fantastic writing. I would love to know if whoever wrote this game has done anything else, because I am really, really fond of the writing of this game, so I gotta do some research and see if the person that wrote this game has written anything else. Really weird when it pops up. You have like a language option of like 4 different languages. It's bizarre, but really cool, and I never hear anybody talk about this, and as a huge Castlevania fan, I had to get this. Been looking for this for a while, and yeah, really pleased to get it. I've since opened it and played it. I haven't beaten it. Like I said, I've only gotten to the 3rd level because it is dumb fucking hard. But it's hilarious, and it is like a really cool of like Castlevania-ish, whatever. Yeah, so happy to get that for a great deal too. It was awesome. I didn't know if they would like match or beat the price, but I'm glad I asked. This game had a giant sticker over the label, and then like a small price sticker on the label too. The giant sticker was a rental sticker, and I almost didn't get the game because of it. They had it marked at $9.99. I asked them if they would take the sticker off for me before I bought it, and they said no, because they thought it would ruin the label. And I was like, fuck. So, but this game's on my want list, and I really wanted it. And for $9.99 in trade credit, I said, fuck it, I'll roll the dice. And I was able to get the sticker off. Luckily, it was on a Super Nintendo game. Usually you can get stuff off these labels because they have that plastic film over them. If you look really close, you can still kind of see some of the sticky texture that it just is like on there forever. And in this little indent, there's still some, but can't believe I got that sticker off. I was like very meticulous and careful. Other than that, the label's in great shape. I kind of wore it out trying to clean it a little bit, but it's still pretty good. And the game is, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, Zardian? I don't know. Don't know much about this game. It was just on my list of Super Nintendo games to get. And I thought for $9.99 that was a pretty fair deal. Not really sure what it goes for, but it looks like a cool game. It's kind of like a adventure game with some RPG elements, and there's a mech, and it looks pretty sweet. So happy to get that. I played a little bit of it just to, always test out these old carts when I buy them to make sure they work. And it worked great, and it was pretty fun. Kind of loose. I don't know if when I took it apart to clean it, if I didn't put it back together right or what, but yeah, really happy to grab that. This game, there was a pile of garbage behind the counter, like not literal garbage, but just like junk, like stacked up on top of on top of one another. And I asked the guy, I was like, "What is that? A Game Boy game? Like, what is it?" And I was pretty sure I knew what it was. And he's like, "Oh, that's just garbage down there." And I was like, "Well, can I see that Game Boy game?" And he's like, "Sure." He's like, I guess they had a flood in their store or something, and he said it got flooded. Like, the floor got flooded, and he said it was all water damaged. And, it was Nemesis on the Game Boy, and you can see the box is kind of rough. Oh, it's really rough. And it was covered in stickers. I got all the stickers off, except for this one on the back. But the game on the inside is in perfect condition. It's like never been removed from the bag. I think it was a brand new game at one time. The manual, though, let's see if I can find it. The manual is like, you can't open it. It's like a solid, it's like a card instead of a book now. Like, you can see the pages here, but you can't open it. So that sucked. The box isn't in great shape, but it's still a Game Boy box. In this protector, it doesn't look half bad, in my opinion. But he just said I could have it. He said he was going to throw it away. But the game inside was, like, fine. It was still in the plastic bag. It works great. So, really happy to get that. Glad I noticed it. It's a shame that, this got, like, really messed up, because even for the price tag they had on it, which I don't know when the store flooded, because I'm, not from around here, was for $14.99. So, if it was not water damage, that would have been awesome. But for free $99, fuck it, I'll take it. I mean, the game is in perfect condition. And the last thing, I actually used credit for this. They had this marked at $19.99. Shatterhand on the NES, a game I've been looking for a while. Been wanting to check this out. This and Power Blade, my most wanted. Two of my most wanted NES games, besides like Gun Knack and like crazy expensive shit. But yeah, this isn't a rare game. I don't know why some places charge, like, I've seen this game for like $40-50 before, which is unreal, because it's like a 3 on Nintendo Age, which is very common. So I don't know why this game has been going up in value. Maybe just because it's really playable. But yeah, I've been playing this. excellent game. I find it to be kind of difficult. Maybe I'm not selecting the stages in the right order or something. But really good game. Very pleased to have it. And for $19.99 in trade credit, I thought that was pretty decent. It's a really clean copy too, which is one of the reasons I was so excited to get it. And that's it. Not a lot of stuff, but some decent stuff. Yeah, so really happy to get that Shatterhand, and of course been playing the fuck out of Fallout. Awesome game. So don't know what else to say. That's it.